Before you fast forward, just hear me out for a second. The loadouts that I'm going to be giving you today are not in any particular order. Loadout 1.1 is not the meta class that you have to use in Season 4 Reloaded. With the weapon balancing, the meta has opened up a little bit, giving you more options. So you have to figure out what primary do you feel most comfortable with and what secondary do you feel most comfortable with. Let's go ahead and jump in here. Now, I want to quickly run through perks, but I did give you chapters down below just in case you do want to skip around a little bit. And of course, we have the gameplay at the end. Perk 1, you really have two options here, Quick Fix or Serpentine. I really like Quick Fix because I fight outnumbered, so as soon as I get that kill, I want my health to regen, but Serpentine is definitely a great option. It's really, really good. They haven't nerfed it just yet, I don't believe. Nobody's tested it. Says it's been nerfed, but I don't think it's actually been nerfed just yet. I always run Overkill. I don't have any classes with anything else. I probably should, but for right now, I always run Overkill because I want to have both of my guns that I feel comfortable with. The loadout guns are definitely better than floor loot, so you want to be fighting with your loadout guns as much as possible. Both loadout guns. Perk 3, for my sniper class, I run Amped. For every other class, I run Combat Scout. The live ping is a huge benefit, and I think the fact that, you know, they do get lit up allows you to shoot through tents. I think Combat Scout is a huge advantage, especially when dealing with sweaty lobbies where people are re-challenging and quickly repositioning. Lethals, I always run Throwing Knife, and Tacticals, I'm going to keep very simple. I run Stims. If you're an aggressive player, run Stims. If you feel like you struggle with awareness and understanding where people are, go ahead and run Heartbeat Sensor, but don't get stuck on that heartbeat sensor. Simply use it to understand that people are around you, and then you start to anticipate. Now let's jump into the sniper class right here. Which, to start off with the sniper class, you really have four options. The Modern Warfare Kar 98 is my favorite. I think it's a great option still, especially for Rebirth, but your four main options are going to be the Modern Warfare Kar 98, the Swiss, the 3-line, and the ZRG. Those are the most popular options. Now for secondary number one, we have the Type 100. Great option. It's got a great TTK, but only good for solos and duos. Reason being is this 36 round mag is just too small for trios and quads, especially as you're starting to get a little bit better, starting to fight outnumbered a little bit more. It's going to be really tough to take on a full team, and it's actually not going to be possible to without having to reload. So that's pretty detrimental. You got to keep that in mind. But for solos and duos, it's got an incredible TTK. Now, right here, we actually are seeing Modern Warfare guns and Cold War guns come back into the mix a little bit, and those are going to be in my top 5. Starting off here, we've got the M4. The M4 has been around for a very long time. I did a video on it basically before the update about how it's technically better than the bar. I still think it is a really good option. It's pretty good at range, has a fast fire rate, very controllable recoil pattern. It's very smooth, very easy to learn, and allows you to actually hit shots. Now for our next secondary, we have this Marco build right here. One of my favorite Marco builds. We got the body barrel with the strife angled. I'm going to be giving you another Marco build as well. Unfortunately, here's the deal. The AR meta has opened up a little bit. The SMG meta has not. Still looking at the Marco, the Armaguerra, and the Blixen, which I'm going to be giving you classes for all of those. So right here is a pretty good Marco build. Like I said, try these out, see which one works best for you. Next up, we go to the Nikita. Nikita's a great option. It was a great option before the update. Got a little bit of a buff. So here's the Nikita class right here. Pretty good all-around weapon. It's good at range. It does have recoil, but it's pretty much straight vertical, has a fast fire rate, and overall has a really good TTK. So it is a great option for Rebirth where we're not fighting at super long ranges. Definitely good in, you know, fighting from headquarters to Nova 6 or prison to headquarters or prison to control, which is where we'll end up using it most. So right here is the Nikita class. Next up, we go to the second Marco class that I have for you. Slight difference here is on this last one, we have the strife angled and the body. On this one, we're going to be running the Immorito and the Mark VI skeletal. The Perfetto barrel was nerfed, so we're kind of going with one of these two barrels. This has a little bit more accuracy, a little bit more bullet velocity, and the Mark VI skeletal gives you the movement speed and the ADS. Overall, I don't know which one I fully like best yet. I'm going to go ahead and keep trying both, see which one I play best with. Next up, we've got the Krieg. The Krieg is back. Now, let me talk about Krieg versus Farah. For me, the Krieg feel factor is just there. I think it's really good to use. It feels like it hits a little bit harder. It's good at range. No, it's not the super aimbot Krieg that we had 6 months ago. It's still a very good option. This does have recoil, but again, pretty much straight vertical, very easy to control, very smooth. And that's what I'm looking for with an AR. Something that has a smooth recoil pattern, so you simply make a little adjustment on your right stick, and something that is as vertical as possible. This way we don't have to worry about that horizontal sway. Pretty standard build though here with the Krieg. Right here we have the Armaguerra, one of my favorite classes. This is a good all-around class. This is definitely a good sniper support as well. Very easy to control, good range, good mobility, good TTK. Overall, this is just a good all-around SMG. Like I said, it's very easy to use. Out of the Marco, the Blixen, and this build right here, I think this one probably has the least amount of recoil. It's the easiest to actually use, so we want to keep that in mind when using it. Next up, we go to kind of my sleeper class right here, and this loadout right here, I'm actually going to be using for a 25 kill live commentary. Let's go ahead and kick off the MG42. It's a 25 kill live commentary where I'm giving you insight as I'm playing into what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, and why I'm doing what I'm doing as a 4KD player. So if you are looking to get better, just consider sticking around a little bit for the gameplay. I promise you, you're going to learn something. Now, right here is the MG42. Not nerfed or buffed, kind of gone under the radar, but we are seeing the LMG meta come back, and this MG42 is absolutely disgusting. Yes, it does have recoil. Once again, pretty smooth recoil pattern, pretty easy to learn. It's got a very fast fire rate. We've got a 125 round mag, meaning we are going to have to keep in mind our ammo capacity and the fact that as soon as we reload, we're going to be a little bit lower on ammo. But this thing is absolutely incredible. It's really good at range. It absolutely melts people, and you're going to see that in the gameplay. Next up, we go to the Blixen, which right here is my favorite SMG to use right now. And this hasn't really changed much besides, I actually think it's pretty much the same build. I switched the SG98 compact for the Mark VI skeletal just to give me a little bit more movement speed. Overall, this was nerfed a little bit, but probably still the best SMG out there right now, or at least easily one of the best SMGs. It's definitely going to be in the meta, definitely my favorite that I'm going to be using moving forward. Last up right here, we just have one more AR. We've got the Cooper Carbine. In my opinion, this is probably the best AR option, but once again, it comes down to what do you feel most comfortable with. This is going to be the best option for me. So moving forward for Rebirth, I'm probably going to be running the Cooper Carbine as well as that Blixen class that I just showed you. Right here, they did nerf the 60 round mag, so you have a little bit more recoil than before. It's not as easy to control, but once again, fast fire rate, smooth recoil pattern, good at range, and that smooth recoil pattern with the fast fire rate makes it very easy to control, very easy recoil pattern to learn. So as we're kicking off the gameplay here, let me talk about a few other ones. NZ, it's good. It doesn't have recoil like similar to before, but it's just not statistically as good as the other ones. It doesn't kill nearly as fast, and of course, you know, statistically it's not as good. Bar was given a nerf. It doesn't feel nearly as good in terms of the zero recoil. Biggest thing with the Bar has always been that zero recoil, that very easy to use with the fast fire rate. It's not like that anymore. STG was nerfed, not really in the meta anymore. It wasn't even last season or pre, you know, season 4 reloaded update, but people were still using it. Farah, I just like the Krieg better. M13, I just like the Krieg better. So overall, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Subscribe down below for more Rebirth and Fortune's Keep videos. I will see you in the next one. Okay, so we're down 2 teams. We're down to 7 teams here. We've got teams fighting over, well, 7 other teams. We've got teams fighting in living quarters. So let's go see what we can find over here. We gotta really slow down here, play more patient since it's quads. It's been sweaty. It's been stacky. Dealing with more people. I think there's another one in there.
I'm in their shadow.
Get the thirst. One up top, one down below. Ooh, there's the MG42 for you. Ah, that's unfortunate. More people here. Yep. One more flying in. I hope they don't wipe. Let's quick reload and we gotta grab ammo. That's the only thing here is you gotta like keep track of your AR ammo. Boom, grab that. Okay, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and grab bounty over this way for cash flow. No, we're just gonna roll. We're just gonna roll over to Nova. We've got 6 other teams left. Bounty's there. We've got Deddy. We've got the Blixen. I keep going back and forth between the Blixen and the Marco. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. One up top here. Ooh. It's a little closer range than I'd like for the MG42, but there was one up top here. I don't know where he went. Okay, sniping over. We can grab this bounty right here for cash flow. Because I'm kind of by myself here, so I gotta like... Yeah, there's a lot of people up top this way. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to push up using Daddy. Just going to go. I do have enough for a UAV. Should I stop? I have no idea. 2 here. Are these people? Yeah, these people are on my level. One more above. I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. Down below. Let's get inside. Kind of in a weird spot here. No! I've got to figure out what the play is in that situation, because I always struggle with those re-challenges. You know, like, how do I play that so that I can get that? Because, I mean, we were both like a bullet, essentially. So we both just have to get off one shot. Are these guys right here? Are these guys above me? They're above me. Like, that's a winnable gunfight for sure. I literally got shot from 4 different directions. That's tough. You can't be serious, dude.
That was too damn close.
Final 10. Come out on top.
And this is a little bit of the chaos of quads. I mean, just getting shot in the back there. That's unfortunate. Getting pinched between 2 teams. I heard the revive happening, which is why I challenged. Definitely still people here. Above us. That felt good. That felt good. Now we're starting to get somewhere with this Blixen. Don't wipe that team. Don't wipe that team. Leave him, leave him, leave him, leave him. Leave him.
Fire sales done. Prices are back to normal.
Now, where is everybody else? That's what we got to figure out. Enemy UAV. Okay, so team right there. No, no, no. I got you. I almost just got spun on. That guy should not have burned there. I'll tell you what, I think, like, you're definitely going to have to stack a little bit more, especially with it being... Especially with it being quads only. Not even, like, full stack. I'm playing randoms here, so it's, like, really, really, like, kind of playing by myself, but... I don't know where anybody is now. I'm also really working on hip firing more. Last one's above.
Supply box located. Move to secure.
Where are these other teams, though? That's the weird part. Where are these other teams? We kind of have good positioning here. This guy just jumped. He's gonna know I just jumped though. Yeah, we just absolutely smoked that guy. Let's go ahead and drop down here. I mean, 2 unfortunate deaths in the middle there. Okay, everybody's up at prison and headquarters. Do we just play for the dub here? I think we just play this smart. No, they can stay up there, so that's the problem. They can actually stay up there. Let me go ping. That's where we want to be. This is 100% where we want to be. I'm gonna push across and then we'll push in. No downs. Okay, one over at... No. Dude. Holy smokes. That was scary. Yeah, you can buy him back. Buy him back.
Contract failed. Stand down.
I'm pretty sure they're over here. Let's see.
Receiving intel from comms tower in the area.
Last one's up top here. Is he flying? Nope. There it is. Let's go.